Yeah, so now I come to you. I'm in the car market. What kind of vehicle can I get with 100,000?
You are likely to get an unregistered Toyota Vitz.
Hello, everyone. You're welcome to the maiden edition of Advantage Conversations. These conversations are brought to you by Enterprise Insurance, and we intend to speak about everyday issues that affects you and I. And today we are talking about factors to look out for when buying a car. We have with us here your car guy in the person of Frank Dufour, and I'll go straight to the point, Frank. What are some of the factors you look out for? Maybe before you begin, you can tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, where your car garage is located, and all that.
Hello, everyone. My name is Frank, your car guy. I'm an auto dealer and an importer. I run your car guy auto dealership. We're located in East Legon. So, to touch on this, some of the factors to look out for when buying a car mostly depends on budget, right? It goes all the way to your pockets, and then your lifestyle, your preference, your family size, the route you plow a lot. A few of them. We can take them one by one after each one.
Okay, that's fine. So, Kaiwo, looking at an individual like yourself, if you are to buy a car, what are some of the factors you consider?
Number one will be the price. I also look at how well the car will serve my family. Uh, Basically, it's for moving from home to work. I don't usually drive outside Accra, so I'll be considering these two factors. So a saloon car, something that is durable, something that I wouldn't have to go back to the workshop almost every day. Driving to work and then from work to home. I really don't drive outside Accra, so yes, so those are my key. And then my pockets.
Most important.
Yeah. So, Frank, coming back to you, knowing that car prices have really skyrocketed, for a guy or a gentleman or a lady who earns an average salary, the person has saved for a very long time. What kind of vehicle would you consider for the person in terms of economy, in terms of strength and durability, our roads, our weather, and all that?
Okay, so mostly the subcompact and then the compact sedans fall within this category where you're not going beyond a certain engine capacity. So I feel like for a young individual, a young man, a young woman, a car that will move you from home to work and back. 1.5 liter engine, maximum a 2.0 liter engine should be fine. Cars that fall within these categories are like the everyday cars, the Corollas, the Elantras, and then the Civics. These ones fall within. The next thing will be, like I said, budget. So your budget and your spending power will determine whether you get an unregistered one or a registered one. But however it is, you should find one that's in a sound condition so you don't end up at the shop every now and then.
Okay. So budget. I mean, budget is a big thing. So let's say I'm a young person. I just finished national service. I've been working for 3 years. I've saved 100,000 cedis. 100,000 is a big deal for sir. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
So now I come to you. I'm in the car market. What kind of vehicle can I get with 100,000?
So currently, I have, if I open my DMs, I have a lot of clients, 100,000, and it's a big money.
Yeah.
Huge, getting 100,000 is not easy. Unfortunately, you don't get so much value for 100,000 these days. Factors, inflation, exchange rates, what have you. You are likely to get an unregistered Toyota Vitz, which is very sad. Because this is a car most people shy away from. It's an Uber car.
Yeah. These are the smaller vehicles.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that,
and even that is a home use, isn't it?
Yes, for home use.
Used abroad and imported.
Exactly. Okay. It's a home use car. If you're lucky, you can get a Toyota Yaris. But because of overage penalties, the imports of these cars have also reduced. So getting a Yaris these days is hard. You are likely to get a registered Elantra or something. if you push your budget up a bit to somewhere around the 150,000 cedis, you can get a registered Corolla, registered Honda Civic.
So registered means used in Ghana with the Ghana number plates.
Exactly, yeah. In some cases, those ones are not bad as well. You always have to do your due diligence when going for a car, registered or not. So you get a mechanic, check it out, test drive, on all terrains. So your smooth road and then the rough roads as well. Yeah, you have it checked.
But if you say registered, for how long would this car would have been used in Ghana, on Ghana roads? Between how many years?
So most people feel like the moment the car is registered, it's not good. But I always hold the opinion that you should give it a shot. Check it out.
Yeah.
I sold a car for a client. It was registered Z.
Mm.
It came from a family where I wouldn't have even looked at exactly the way. Now there's the case where this particular car came from a home where there are like 5 cars. So there's no like active use of the car every day on the road. The owner told me there are times where the whole year the car would have been used for about 10 to 20 times only, because there are other options. If you get a car like this from a home like that, all you have to do is just service and maintain and you're good. So mostly you have to give it a chance. Just check it out. If it's not good, it's not good. You leave it. But the fact that it's registered doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah. And this brings us directly into our conversation in terms of the factors to look out for. So looking out for a car, whether it's used in Ghana or imported home use from abroad, what are some of the things to look out for? Are you looking out for mileage? Are you looking out for the wear and tear? Like, I mean, take us through everything.
So if I am looking for a car, mainly it's my job, so I know what to directly go for. You should mostly just ask the dealer for details. That's how you sort of find out whatever you have to know about the car, and also know who you're dealing with. So if you ask me for the VIN and I am unable to provide, that's an issue.
Okay.
If you ask me for the history of the car, I should be able to provide. Since I'm selling, I should be able to show you the history. So in that case, you get to see the mileage, you get to see the history in terms of salvage records. If there's any accident, you get to see if you're comfortable with the level of damage or the extent of damage, then you can go ahead. Aside that, since now the car is on ground, you can check out for the wear, interior, exterior, check out how the previous accident was fixed if you're comfortable with it.
I'm actually also very interested in fuel consumption. How do I check that as a new buyer?
Well, first off, you can ask the dealer. Next, you can use the VIN to run the history online. You get the full details of the car, and then you can confirm that.
That will help me to be able to check the fuel consumption, because that's another thing. After saving up 100 to 150,000, I mean, yeah, the other recurrent daily expense is the fuel, and now fuel costs is not smiling at us.
Another thing is servicing and maintenance. It all comes down to it, all right? Some people are not even aware that if you don't service your car properly, at some point you end up spending more on fuel. So spark plugs, tell how much fuel your car consumes at some point. So if you're always servicing and maintaining, you're consuming standard level of fuel for the particular car.
Yeah. But Kaibu was concerned about the fuel, and I'm coming back to the fuel because is it really about engine capacity? Because I've seen some engine capacity that says 1.5 but turbo, and it's almost consumed the same as a 1.8. So is it really about engine capacity?
It plays a major role. So the thing is, the naturally aspirated engines, that's the engines that don't use turbos. Like a Corolla, it uses a 1.8 liter engine, all right? There's no turbo.
Okay.
Say the Civic, good. The Civic uses a 1.5 turbo engine. So on paper, you'd think the Civic should consume less. In some conditions, driving habit also counts. Okay. So you see, because the car is a turbocharged, you're tempted to enjoy the quick acceleration. You step on to get that quick movement and everything. All these driving habits also influence the consumption a little bit. So on paper, you think the 1.8 is consuming more than the 1.5, but your driving habit also plays a role here.
Okay. So it means that the more you step on it, in terms of you're enjoying the speed, the more cool.
Yeah, at some point, yeah, definitely. especially with the V6 and V8 engines. If you're coasting, normal drives, it doesn't really consume less. But if you're going hard on the accelerator, every now and then, vroom, vroom, vroom.
Enjoying the ride.
Yeah, you're bending a little bit.
Bending a little. Especially those of us who like to speed.
Exactly.
I mean, especially when somebody is competing on the road with you.
Oh, yeah. Like, it gets like that. It's fun.
You feel like, this guy, Charlie, why is he trying to pass me? Let me show him.
Hey, sure,
I'll teach him a lesson.
It's fun, but you have to check your insurance before you try. That's perfect.
And that drives us right into the insurance conversation. Buying a car, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. The big question is, how do you protect it in terms of insurance? Cars are, I mean, they are things that easily.
It's an extension of yourself.
Exactly.
Actually.
And driving out even from your office, from even the showroom, you could have an accident. You could have an accident and anything could happen. So the question is, how do you protect it? And I want Kaibu to help us. How do you protect such an investment with insurance?
Buying a car is a big investment, and you will want to ask yourself, right, if something happens to this car, can I replace it almost immediately or the next day? And that's where motor insurance comes in. I mean, it's also a legal requirement, but the legal requirement is only for the basic, which is the third party. But to you, who owns the car, if something happens to your car, can you replace it? So that's where you want to consider the other type of insurance options that we have. That would be the comprehensive, third-party fire and theft, or even our upgraded amplified cover, right? To be able to give you some form of comfort as you are driving your new baby. You know that if anything happens to it, at least you are covered and you can fall on your insurance to replace that for you. The third party, as I mentioned earlier, is only the basic. It's covering only other third parties. If you're involved in an accident, your own vehicle, damages to it will not be covered. But it is the other person's vehicle, which is only even up to a very minimum limit, and the damage to the other person's vehicle. But if you have an amplified, which is a little bit upgrade to the third party, then you can have some level of compensation for own damage for your vehicle, for minor scratches to your vehicle. Then you can have the next level, which is the fire and theft. Fire and theft would have covered your damages to your own vehicle as a result of fire or theft. Theft could be theft to the whole vehicle or parts of the vehicle.
Mirrors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which gives you some level of comfort. Or you can go to the next level, which is the comprehensive. Comprehensive will cover with fire and theft. It will cover also own damages to your vehicle. So in case it was not caused by fire or theft, but there is damage to your vehicle. I mean, there are some damages that's like, it's total loss. Unless it is replaced.
Exactly. Yeah.
And this is a car you saved so much for.
And it's going to be written off.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so if you have a comprehensive cover, so in fact, as you are saving and considering the price of the vehicle, you should actually also consider
The
insurance premium.
Most important.
Yes.
I've realized there are people who buy vehicles 200,000, 300,000, and insurance is about, let's say, 5,000 or 2,000, and they are not willing, to buy insurance. And so
I feel like the insurance companies have a lot of work to do. So enterprise has a lot of work to do. Even I wasn't convinced initially that comprehensive is the best way to go. I'll be honest. That's how a lot of people out there feel. They feel like, oh, BBC, I'll solve it. And I say, oh yeah, nothing happens, I'm good. All right, but that's not the case. Lately, with inflation, the average car that's like 250,000. That's like the standard car. So if I'm going to spend 250,000 cedis for a car, there should be some level of conviction for my own self that at the end of the day, if anything happens to my car, the insurance company is going to replace this.
This is how I also make my customers to look at things. So the comprehensive premium that you pay, if you look at the amount of the comprehensive and then the value of the car, like it will take you years and years and years to continue to pay to make it.
Yeah.
But this is comfort peace of mind, absolute peace of mind. You go to bed, you're driving, always knowing that you're fully covered. This your baby, this your love is covered. Anything that happens to it, you can get it back.
Yeah. And from my personal experience, what I realize is that because I have a comprehensive cover, whenever there is an accident on the road and there's a damage, I don't really panic or get into the fight mode. You see people
That's the peace of mind.
because I know that because I have comprehensive, which is
covered.
an addition to the basic third party, meaning that my own damages are covered. Yeah. Even if somebody hits me, I have a broken fender or bumper, all I need to do is to go to my insurance company and get paid. Now, the concern a lot of people have is, okay, what if I pay comprehensive the whole year and I don't make a claim? Then it means all my money is gone. So let's say I paid 5,000. But I think we have to look at it in this way. Basically, insurance is collecting a pool of funds to be able to sort out those who have issues. And that's the basic principle of insurance. So whilst you are not making a claim because you didn't have an accident, someone else is doing it. And I can assure you that every single day when you come to enterprise, we have many claims on our decks and we are resolving. And that's the reason why we introduce same-day claim payment for motor insurance. And the same-day claim payment has been an industry game changer since 2018 when it was introduced. And this is a situation where when your accident is below a certain amount, all you need to do is to drive to our airport office in Accra or the Kumasi Edum office, and you will be sorted the very same day. You need to get a repair estimate. Okay, whatever the repair is, you have to get an estimate for it so that we can really ascertain and get paid the same day. And that's made Enterprise a trusted name in the insurance industry. There's a lot of perception around that insurance companies do not pay. But the last time I checked the figures, it's billions of Ghana cedis in claims. And so sometimes because someone hasn't experienced a claim, the person thinks that it's not happening.
It's always heartwarming and exciting. Yeah. For the customer experience team, getting to know customer feedback actually from the same day. Yeah. You can feel the relief, exactly, the wow effects that they feel, because really, if you're paying for comprehensive, if you have an accident and it's minor, the amount is not that big. Why do you join the queue?
Exactly.
You can have it sorted. Just drive it.
Yeah.
There, you go out with your check and fix it the next day and you're back on road.
I think this is something that enterprise has to loud.
Yeah,
exactly. Because another thing, aside the fact that a lot of education needs to go on, a lot of people also feel like there's a whole lot of bureaucracy surrounding insurance claims. Okay. So I think this
so the same day is to actually...
It's a game changer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it will interest you to know that we just introduced a claim portal called the Claim Express. So Claim Express is a link where wherever you are, you have an accident, you need to upload pictures, your document, your driver's license. You just go on the link, upload, and you get a notification that we've received your claim. Every time the claim is being processed, whatever stage it is, you get a notification. And you'll be seeing that very soon, right after this week. I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot of the communication on social media.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
So Kaibu, tell us what difference in terms of motor insurance product that Enterprise Insurance offers to our customers.
Okay. Yeah. At Enterprise, we have tried to be innovative over the years and also try to meet our customer based on their pocket size. So as I mentioned earlier, the basic cover is a third party. But we also know that between the third party and then the comprehensive also, which the main difference is actually the own damage cover. So we try to be innovative to meet our customers based on their pocket surface. So we have the third party amplified. Okay. So what's the third party amplified is giving you, in addition to the basic third party, we give you a cover for minor damages. So that would be the side mirror, the windscreen, and then scratches up to a predetermined limit. With the comprehensive, we'll be looking at your sum insured. But for here, because we are not covering the whole sum insured, it's only a predetermined limit. But the good thing about the amplified is that even with that extra premium, you can actually also access our same-day service, which is an added advantage for you.
Trust.
Yes, where you cannot pay full comprehensive, but we are giving you this benefit as well. And then for the comprehensive, yes, as much as the name says comprehensive, but there are still some aspects of the cover that that is not covered. And we've also been innovative. We've added some additional benefits to that, which you call the Comp Extra. So the Comp Extra is also giving you some additional benefits as well. So one is loss of use. So loss of use, we know that, yes, whilst you have an accident, whilst you're processing your claim, you also need to move. So you need to be mobile. So the loss of use is coming in to provide you some alternative means of transport.
Okay.
So, but we pay that in cash to you up to a maximum period. Yes. So we pay that. So you choose the amount that you also, we actually have 3 packages. We have the 150, 250, and then we also have 500 daily. So you choose that, and then that's an additional premium you pay to your comprehensive cover. So whilst we are processing your claim, we are telling you that take this daily money to be able to move around.
So
Isn't that cool?
very cool. So let's just say while your car is in the shop, yes, right, you can use this money to pay for a rental vehicle, cover yourself.
Exactly.
Or alternative transportation.
For alternative transportation. Yes, because we know that it's inconvenient.
That's an eye-opener.
Yes. We know that it's inconveniencing for you. So we're providing that for that period for you. So that's an additional benefit that we're giving to you.
Great.
And then the next one is the misfueling. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if you have a brand new car, for example, there are instances where you go to the filling station and then instead of fuel type A, fuel type B, it's rather
Sometimes actually just bad fuel.
usually. And that causes some damages, and these damages may not be physical, so the normal own damage it doesn't cover that, yes. But we are giving you that extended benefit. So you actually pick and choose the beauty about this Comp Extra is that you pick and choose the benefit. You can actually only choose to go with only loss of use. You could choose to go with only the misfueling as well. So the misfueling also pay for damages that will be caused to your car as a result of misfueling of the vehicle as well. But that's the beauty.
That's class. It sounds interesting. I'm sure Frank is amazed at these benefits and wouldn't mind recommending it to his customers.
Especially the luxury cars. I mean, because they seem to like this, even though whatever type of car you have, you can. Yes, you can actually have this.
So Frank, as we wrap up, you can just give us a summary of what the factors to look out for are when you're buying a car, and then probably your own experience with insurance and what you told customers, some of the feedback they gave you. Yeah.
Okay, so like we said earlier, you check the history of the car, you check the mileage, you compare and see if it hasn't been wrecked. You take a test drive, have a feel of how it moves on both terrain, the wear, interior, exterior, and everything. If you're good with it, then it goes down to price and you negotiate and get yourself a deal. When this is done, that is when registration and insurance comes in. A lot of people think third party is, the way to go because that's regulatory. But to protect your car, you probably need to assess options of insurance available and then go with one that works better for you because there's been experiences. I've sold more cars. I've sold expensive cars to clients where they didn't insure comprehensive. They did third party trying to cheap out. And then at the end of the day, it cost them more. So I feel like the comprehensive insurance cover takes care of everything that you need. And then the Comp Extra, I learn something new every day. So for sure. So another reason why you should always insure your cars, I've experienced bitterly from clients. I sold a car to a client. It was getting resprayed at the shop. He picked up around 11 a.m. At 4 p.m. I got a call and he had totaled the car. Wow. I asked him if he had insured the car. He said no. So in this case, this is a total loss to his pocket. Trying to cheap out a car that's worth about 450,000 cedis total. So I advise everyone out there.
I actually advise people that as you budget for the value of your car, the cost to spend. Also add the cost of insurance to it. And the list for you should be comprehensive.
People tend to push everything they have into
Buying the
buying the
car.
car.
But you need to protect the car. In fact, from the showroom or the garage, you should ensure that you have an insurance cover that is protecting the vehicle, because you spend a lot of time, a lot of years working to get that money, and that the insurance that you put on your car gives you the peace of mind. So it's actually very important that we factor in the cost of insurance in budgeting and planning for the amount we want to spend on a vehicle.
So I sold a car to a client from this company some years ago. He actually spoke about insurance before the car. So to him, insurance mattered most, even before the car.
Okay, that's a nice
That's a good one, because if you buy insurance, if at the moment you drive the car out of the showroom, out of the garage, when there's an incident, the insurance is covered. So that's the peace of mind we're talking about. So you've paid off the car, but you're walking out, driving out, knowing that anything that happens from this moment onwards, you are covered. And that's the financial planning and freedom and peace of mind that insurance gives to you.
Sure, it's great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Kaibu. Thank you very much, Frank, your car guy. I mean, Frank is on Instagram. He's big on Instagram. So check out Frank's page, your car guy, on Instagram. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this edition of Advantage Conversations. I had Kaibu and Frank, your car guy, here, who joined me in the conversation on factors to look out for when buying a car. You can also check us out on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok at Enterprise Insurance, and connect with us on social media. Thank you once again. Bye.